Well, I think that his lawyer did a great job, somewhat, with the information that he had. I know people in the industry, been around for a long time, was there when he first started dating Beyonce at 17, 18, he was 30-something.
So let me ask you something real quick. What if the most powerful couple in music history were standing closer to chaos than we ever realized? Because right now the internet is side-eyeing Jay-Z and Beyonce in a way we haven't seen in years. And it's all because one man decided to start talking again. Gene Deal? Yes, that Gene Deal. Diddy's former bodyguard, a man who's been around the rooms, around the parties, around the people the public was never meant to hear from. And now fans are revisiting old Diddy party footage and whispering the same question. What did Jay-Z and Beyonce really see? Now, before we go any further, let's be clear. Nothing has been proven. No crimes have been confirmed, and nobody is being accused of anything illegal. But when insiders start talking and old footage starts resurfacing, the internet does what it always does. It connects dots. And this time, those dots are making people uncomfortable. Because Gene Deal has been hinting, allegedly, that what went on at Diddy's private parties wasn't what the public thought. And fans believe Jay-Z and Beyonce were closer to that world than they ever let on. Gene Deal isn't some random blogger or TikTok conspiracy theorist. This is someone who worked directly with Diddy for years. He's described himself as security, but also as someone who protected secrets. In multiple interviews over the years, Gene has repeatedly said the public only saw the front of the party, the red carpet, the champagne, the celebrity photo ops. But according to him, allegedly, there were layers to those parties, different rooms, different vibes, different rules. And the deeper you were in Diddy's circle, the more you saw. Now, Gene Deal has not directly named Jay-Z or Beyonce, but fans online believe his words line up perfectly with moments we've already seen, moments people ignored at the time, old clips, old interviews, old party footage that didn't seem strange back then, but feels very different now. Because for years, Diddy's parties were legendary. Getting an invite wasn't just about fun, it was about power. Phones were allegedly discouraged. NDAs were rumored, and after-hours activities were said to be for select guests only. And guess who was often photographed at these events? Jay-Z, Beyonce. Now again, attending a party does not mean wrongdoing, but fans are asking questions because of timing. Why is Gene Deal talking now? Why are people suddenly comfortable revisiting these moments? And why does so much old footage feel unsettling in hindsight? Because once you look at the past through a new lens, you start noticing things you missed before. And that's where this story starts to get uncomfortable. Fans start breaking down the footage, and the speculation takes a much darker turn. So now let's talk about the footage. And no, there is no newly released or confirmed video. What fans are reacting to are old clips, party visuals, award after parties, industry footage that has existed online for years. But now, fans are watching with different eyes. People are dissecting body language. Who stayed late? Who left early? Who looked uncomfortable? Who looked way too comfortable? Gene Deal's comments have people believing there was a clear line between celebrity guests and the inner circle. Fans speculate that Jay-Z, as one of Diddy's closest industry peers, may have had access others didn't. Again, speculation, but speculation spreads fast, especially when trust in the industry is already broken. One clip keeps getting reposted again and again. Jay-Z and Beyonce at a high-profile Diddy event surrounded by elites. At the time, it looked normal. Now, fans say Beyonce appears guarded. Jay-Z looks hyper-aware. Some even claim they seem like observers rather than participants. Is that fair? No one knows. But perception online is shifting fast. And once perception changes, it's hard to reverse. Social media reactions are spiraling. Some fans say Jay-Z and Beyonce were simply navigating a powerful industry. Others believe they distanced themselves from Diddy long before everything exploded. For a reason. People are pulling up old interviews, old lyrics, old comments about protecting the brand. And Gene Deal's timing is making fans wonder if more is coming, because people don't usually start talking until it feels safe. And right now, Diddy is facing lawsuits, public scrutiny. Former allies are very quiet. Every time a powerful man falls, silence cracks, and insiders start telling stories they once protected. That doesn't make every story true, but it does mean people feel emboldened to speak. Which brings us to Jay-Z and Beyonce's silence. They haven't addressed Gene Deal. They haven't responded to fan speculation. And if you know that couple, silence is strategy. They don't rush to deny rumors. They don't argue online. They let time pass. But in the age of TikTok breakdowns and YouTube analysis, silence invites theories. Fans aren't accusing. They're questioning. Did they see things and choose not to speak? Did protecting the brand matter more than exposing the truth? Is silence the real currency of power in Hollywood? That's the conversation Gene Deal may have reopened. Not allegations, but accountability. Because when insiders talk, everyone connected gets reevaluated. So here's the real question. Were Jay-Z and Beyonce just guests at powerful parties, or were they witnesses to things the public was never meant to know? We may never get an answer, but one thing is clear. Gene Deal speaking out has people watching old footage very differently. And as more insiders start talking, don't be surprised if more familiar names get pulled into uncomfortable conversations, because in Hollywood, secrets don't stay buried forever. They wait. Now tell me what you think. Are fans reaching, or is the industry finally being forced to confront its past? Drop your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to Celebrity Scandalous, because we don't just watch the drama. We break down what they don't want you questioning.